Is that alright? Looks like there's a bit of a lag. Well, maybe it's not a lag. I don't know. It's not really as not like when I talk, I can see like the waveform, whatever thingy pop up, and it seems like it takes a little bit before I actually speak. But as long as it's whatever, it doesn't actually really matter. Hello everybody. It's me, Gabby. Good morning. Umineko, episode 4. I finished the main part of episode 4. Like, now it's time for tea party and question mark, question mark, question mark. And I basically just wanted to get this done because I'm very curious because episode 4 ended surprising quite conventionally, I feel like. I mean, sure, it was sort of like you know, they were gonna kind of, conclude everything and then Beatrice wanted Battler to remember something and he couldn't remember it, and because of that, she got pissed off and bored and decided that she was just going to give up on the game, and um, essentially revealed that he's yeah, conventional for this game, that she revealed that. Who Battler thought was his birth mother isn't actually his birth mother, which in a way isn't that surprising because his dad is also a very known skirt chaser who has already had an affair before. So I mean that's not too surprising, but he had a bit of an existential crisis for a bit, and Ange had to reveal to Battler that she was in fact Ange, and explain to him he can't give up the game because if he gives up on the game, everybody will die on Rokkenjima, and that will make her life miserable, essentially. So for her sake, he has to keep fighting because otherwise, yeah, a lot of people are going to get hurt from if the tragedy of Rokkenjima remains a tragedy and he doesn't find a way to get everybody out from the witch's trap. Um, and as a result of that as well, she basically had to sacrifice herself to do that because of time travel shenanigans or whatever. So she had to she got killed by demons or something because she revealed who she actually was, because that's just how it works, I guess. And yeah, basically, and then she kind of forcibly just sort of takes Beatrice and Maria out of their little golden land in paradise, and basically says, "No, you guys need to keep doing the game." And the game, the essentially the episode ends on Beatrice kind of being like, maybe I'm trapped as well. Like, I can't keep doing this. Like, maybe I don't want to keep doing this either, but now I can't escape either. So, it's almost like maybe I want to lose because then we won't have to keep doing this for all eternity. And, kind of like maybe I want Battler to just help me and save me from this hell of infinitely re-looping timelines that we're trapped in. So yeah, that's what it seems like episode 4 ended off on, which was like it was interesting, but for what's essentially the last episode of this packet of the game of the question arcs, I was expecting something a bit more wild, but there is still tea party and question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. So there's still more information we might be learning from this stuff. So yeah, I want to see. I'm really curious. So let's keep going. Episode 4, Tea Party. The second day, October 5th. So okay. So is this like what happens after? What happens? Yeah. What happens after the story where Beatrice sort of essentially leaves the game, inverted commas, midnight? Yeah. This is where we left off, right? What? I don't have a clue what's going on. Yeah, that is that is me. That is me playing. Please, someone explain in a way even I can understand. What happened yesterday? Oh no, this is pretty conventional. Wait, no, or not. I was in the kitchen of the mansion grabbing some food without permission. If you open up that massive business class refrigerator, you can find anything. Who is this? You can eat and drink as much as you like. Even if the typhoon didn't clear up for a week, I'd have more than enough to eat. With wine in one hand, I was helping myself to some dry cured ham. I wonder just how expensive this wine and ham are. Your ingredients are out of luck too. If only I'd go to Sun to cook you, you could have been reborn as a much more incredible food. I looked at the clock. Very soon it would be 24 o'clock. October 5th, the second day, would end. The insane October 4 yesterday seemed like a lie. That's how much nothing had happened after that test thing. Okay, so this literally like 24 hours later, nothing happened. No phone call came and no letters came. No person came and no one attacked me. Nothing happened at all. Where's Maria? That's my question, because she should still be alive, and Kinzo as well. I want to start demanding a refund on all the time and energy that tension stole from me. Because after that, for an entire day, a full 24 hours, this is like, this is reminding me of like, Virtue's Last Reward at the end, where it was like the entire point of the game was to like transport you guys to the other timeline, but then that means that everybody stuck in this timeline is just kind of stuck here, and there's nothing else we can do because like it's not where the plot is anymore. Nothing happened, so surely nothing's gonna happen now. Well, 24 hours ago, they just called me to the spot in front of the mansion's entrance. There, I was given a strange test to determine the success of the headship or whatever. I gave a serious answer in my own way, but it somehow hadn't meshed with the other side. Beatrice got pissed for no reason and fell silent. I yelled at her to try and say something, but she gave no answer. When I asked where Maria was, she just told me to go to the chapel and left. To tell you the truth, it was an anticlimax. No matter what kind of weird test you give, at least tell me whether I passed or failed. Are they trying to say thanks for coming, your result will be mailed to you later or something? Quit messing with me. Anyway, I then headed to the chapel. After failing their tests, both George Anarchy and Jessica were killed. I couldn't let Maria get killed too. Also, I might get a chance to catch some person trying to kill her. As a little kid, I often heard from Jessica that you'd get in trouble if you went near the chapel. So I'd never been there, but I at least knew where it was. Couldn't find any trace of a person there. But there was a key bundle lying in front of the door. I thought this might be someone telling me to open the door, but after trying all the keys, I found that none of them fit. I also called Maria's name, but there was no answer whatsoever. I searched around the chapel, but there was a limit to what I could do in the pitch black with just a flashlight. Oh, oh, fun. Oh, here we go. Okay, I was gonna say because we didn't get the whole death things of like everybody, the sort of discoveries of the bodies, the update into the system. So I guess now we're gonna get that. Her corpse was found in the dining hall. About half her head was destroyed. It was probably reasonable to assume she was murdered with a powerful gun or something similar. However, the witnesses don't believe she was killed with a gun. Same thing with Ava. Same thing with Yu Hideyoshi. That's Georgia. Rudolph. Rosa. Okay, Genji. It's all just the same. Really convenient corpses these were. Oh, shit. Okay, that is new. What's going on? Her corpse was found in the dining hall. Badler wasn't able to make out any wounds in particular, so he assumed that she was killed by some kind of poison. The most peaceful invitation to the Golden Land. Okay, so interesting, yeah. Oh, dang. Yep, not even the children are safe, I guess. But it's weird, though. I guess I could imagine if it was Beatrice being like, I'll give you a peaceful rest and then peaceful sleep, and then I invite you to the Golden Land, which is death or not. I don't know. Yeah, I guess because she's friends with Beatrice. Well, yeah, she's friends with Beatrice, of course, so Beatrice isn't going to murder her brutally. Although no, actually, Beatrice has never killed Maria. Maria has been killed before, but that was what you call it? That was in timeline 3 with Ava Beatrice, I think. Although did she die in timeline 2 as well? I'd have to go back and check. So I cried at the death of an innocent young girl, and at the cruel way my dad and the rest had died. Oh yeah, and Genji got right. No, I'm sorry. Kinzo got burned to death as well. We know that as well because we saw Beatrice do that. Chapter 2 ended with Rosa and Maria escaping from the goats, I think. Yes, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. So, well, I mean, even then, that's still Beatrice did essentially what's the word? Order them to attack them, but still, I guess she didn't do it directly. So I love now at this point. It's just like, so basically the plot stopped, and everything got really fucking boring. Okay. Right, because you got the master key. It's like they were so yeah. Beatrice basically like just fucking. Where's Maria? Just go to the chapel. I put all the keys there. You can just wander around, find all the corpses, do as much detective as you want. I don't give a shit anymore. Her corpse found in her room in the second floor of the mansion. Run half her head. Blah 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 blah. She was smashed by her own attack due to George's offensive specialized barrier. Right. It's interesting that sometimes back in the early ones, we would get all this stuff. We would get this information first, and in fact, kind of never get the magic explanation. But now we get the magic explanation first, and then we get Battler seeing there, and then him just sort of trying to rationalize it all. Hang on, did that update? Okay. Her corpse was found in a guest room deep within the mansion. There was a single hole right in the center of her forehead, probably consumer shot with a gun or something. Demon stake was buried at the head of the hole of the forehead. It was hard to imagine that was the cause of death. I didn't miss. I missed on purpose to tease her, yeah? The atmosphere is really good. I mean, it's interesting for me because it's like none of like this is all stuff we already know. So yeah, but they're just wandering around an empty mansion finding corpses. I was expecting they were going to have to do this eventually because yeah, even though people had been killed, it hadn't updated the log to show that the systems menu. So I thought that they would just do it them all at once like this. I just didn't expect it to be in the tea party section. Grandfather summoned witches and demons and is killing people with magic. They be show that right before their eyes. He's one tricks or fakes. There's no choice but to believe it. With one voice, they had all said that. This is Battler's power. It's like, wait a second. That's stupid. Or is it? His corpse was found in a guest room deep within the mansion. Harvest, blah blah blah. Demon stake was buried into the damaged area. No one can escape the Tiesta's golden arrows. Oh, sad I missed the crowd versus the goat. Yeah, versus the goat. That scene was so funny. Yeah, I mean, you can watch. I guess you can watch the VOD of it for now if you want to look and see my reactions. It was pretty ridiculous, and that was kind of like at the point when they started bringing up Dragon Ball power scaling. I'm like, okay, yep, things are getting too well for me. I can't keep going today, or else I'm going to lose my mind. I can't deny the existence of Golden Thread X that can be moved at will and attack people. It's devil's proof. There we go. Dr. Nanjo and Shannon Khan. Yep. A demon stake had fallen near the body. Okay, that's it. Yep. A demon stake had fallen near the body. The witnesses at least realized that the stake wasn't what killed her. Okay. So is the well was the well the thing that Ava figured out? Is that like the secret in the epitaph? And so she found the well, and from there she found Kuadorian. Because I think she mentioned going through an underground passage. So sweet fish and river and whatever. I mean, it probably maybe the well relate is related to it. Confused. Then how did they get out? Did they reseal the passageway or something? All right, there we go. His body was found as a burned corpse in the underground boiler room's incinerator. No evidence of a struggle was found inside the incinerators. Probably assumed he was burned after his murder. Dust to dust, ashes to ashes, the dead to the dead. Whatever that means. Man, Battler's having a really bad day. His corpse was found in the Rose Garden storehouse. It's assumed he was hung in the neck after being shot in the forehead. Okay, they put ropes around their own necks. That could be a pretty interesting experience now and then. What the fuck does that mean? Oh, as long as I could construct a closed room murder, nothing else mattered. Okay, so what is that? Beatrice saying she just doesn't really care, or she's the sisters, or they just don't even really care anymore. It's like, well, we've got to shoot these. Like, why? Why did you shoot these guys dead as well? I'm actually really confused. You're gonna try and find Cannon's corpse now? Because otherwise, what are you gonna do with all the corpses? Yeah. Yeah, right? Am I gonna start treating him like the culprit just 'cause I can't find his corpse? It was like last time, right? Oh, treating him like the culprit because there's no corpse, and who was the one babbling about the suspicious being innocent? Very well, I couldn't have you pushing all the crimes on Canon and building a human culprit that theory that way. I will guarantee it with the red. Canon is dead. Among the 5 people in Kyrie's group, he was the first to die. In short, he was the 9th victim. It's like they're breaking the 4th wall at this point, right? Valor was not able to find his corpse. No matter how he's killed with magic without a corpse, he's a definite suspect. Now that's definitely anti-fantasy. Therefore, I guarantee he's dead possessed with the red truth. Now that's definitely anti-mystery. So, my whispering in red does not reach the PCU. But it did reach you, right? Okay, thanks Beatrice for breaking the fucking 4th wall. I do like breaking 4th wall shit, though. Oh, stuff I don't get. In short, I did nothing except stay locked up in the guest house. What can I call it except incomprehensible? I don't have a clue anymore. Now I'm nothing but a drunk. You plan on leaving only me alive. Show yourself right away and come and kill me already. It's too much of a pain, so I won't search for you. You show me a true form yourself. I won't run or hide, so come at me with arrows or bullets or whatever. Exactly 24 hours ago, I met you. What were you trying to say? And where did you go? Just who in the world are you? Golden Witch Beatrice? I haven't solved a single one of the riddles surrounding you. Show yourself. And fight me! Then the witch showed herself. Like a guest of honor finally appearing, she showed herself at the landing at the top of the big staircase. So you finally show yourself. I've been kept bored for a whole day. Correct. I gave you a whole day. Is that enough for you to fully exercise the rights of the human side? Yeah, I was bored after all. I did a heck of a lot of it. Ange was a good piece. Don't you speak Ange's name. She appeared through a miracle, sacrificed herself, and gave you the tenacity required for certain victory. Don't you speak Ange's name. That brutal death was something you needed. If you hadn't seen that death, you wouldn't have grown serious. Without the wake-up call of Ange's ill-fated future, your tenacity for victory would not have been born. I told you not to speak Ange's name! In short, she was a necessary sacrifice. Otherwise, an anger great enough to kill me would not have been born in you. The rivalry between us cannot be destroyed. Damn you, Lady Berncastel. It's more fitting to call that a trump card than a piece. No matter how much a piece acts, it does not stray from the board. But no matter how much a power trump card yields, it is always thrown away after it is used. Andrew is truly a good trump card for you. Don't you speak Ange's name! You know, I don't have time to play around in a place like this anymore. Even a tie will keep Ange waiting. So, I'll break through you, take my family, and go back home. I won't miss a second playing witch games with you. In that case, what should you do? You know, don't you? Yeah, I'll beat you down. I'll blast away all witches, magic solutions, and delusions. Come on, let's get started. I won't let you trick me again. Resume the game, okay? I'll tear apart the witch's veil concealing the outright lie you are. You talk too much. All you have to do is honestly say, I'll kill you. Yeah, if those are the words you want, I'll say them. This is the first and last wish of yours that I'll lend an ear to. I thank you. I'll kill you. Very well. Let us begin, battler. Yes, the time for the witch hunt has come. Try and chase me, try and corner me, try and kill me. I expect a lot from you. Try and show me what your little sister gave you in her last moments. Bring it on! And that battler's cry burned the world with a white light. And if you opened your eyes amidst the darkness, the two of them could be seen in a rose garden. Who shall make the first move? Me. How bold. I'll bore through everything with my blue truth. From the very beginning of everything. I'll start from the very first game. Very well. Let's see what you've got. Come. Here I go. I've already proclaimed it, but I'll say it again. This isn't just for the murder of Dr. Nanjo in the last game. This'll tear apart every scene from every game since the beginning. Ushiromir Kinzo is already dead, but you've got the blue truth, right? I mean, the red truth. So the true number of people on this island is 17. By adding an unknown person next, that makes 18 people. Okay, so we are finally acknowledging this. She did say she was going to have to explain this by the end of the game, or else he wins, so. You can break through all the murders in episode 1 by opposing an unknown person X. This even took possible explaining the mystery of Kinzo's evaporation from the closed room by making the bold assumption that Kinzo wasn't there in the first place. Yep, the illusion, and as Theodore calls this red truth, the illusion of the witch from episode 1 has been completely smashed. So what does she do? Not bad, but I mustn't be denied yet, I mustn't be killed yet. This is not yet enough. In the subsequent games, there were mysteries that couldn't be explained with that alone, right? Which mysteries? In the final stages of the second game, George took Goda and Shannon with him, barricaded them in Natsuhi's room, and was killed. The key that unlocked Natsuhi's room was locked up inside the room, and all of the remaining keys that could unlock the door were in Rose's hand. Even if a culprit X existed, it should have been impossible to construct that closed room. No, that doesn't shake my blue truth. If Culprit X were to obtain a master key, that's not even close to a closed room. No, it was impossible for the culprit to obtain one. Of all of the master keys were under Rosa's control. That's meaningless if Aunt Rosa was the culprit. Aunt Rosa handed a key over to Culprit X by some method, assisting in the closed room murder. And after that, she retrieved the key by a similar method. Too naive, Vito. I'd already guessed that much at the time. Yes, you did, didn't you? I don't remember. This was like fucking months ago. I can't even remember these mysteries anymore. Okay, now I understand. So this is feeling like we are getting close to the proper climax, right? Because now we're going through episode 1, episode 2. How can we deny Beatrice in all of these games? Not yet. Still nothing. Not yet. Not yet! On to the third game. The 6 linked closed rooms, the murder of Aunt Rosa, Maria, Dad, and the rest of the whole, the murders of Uncle Kraus and Aunt Natsuhi. All of that can be explained if we suppose that Aunt Ava was the culprit. Sargon was already won back then, and even that final riddle you proposed through Ava, the murder of Dr. Nanjo, can be explained with an 18th unknown person X. That breaks through the whole third game. Can you counter that? Of course. As much as nothing to worry about. In that case, how do you explain George's disappearance from the guest house? I shall add to the red truth. George did not go down the stairs of the guest house. He flew out through the window. So what? It's just like he said. He flew out the window, right? There was a lawn, so he couldn't tell if he jumped down, and it was raining so hard. Any light traces would have disappeared. I'll use the red truth again. All windows and doors lit the outside were locked from the inside. Furthermore, it is impossible to lock any of those from the outside. George had no technique by which to lock them. I'll use more of the blue. In that case, everything works out as long as someone locked the window after George Anarchy escaped through it. Nothing difficult about that. I not escape after something like this. There's still nothing that shakes my blue truth in any of the first 3 games. In that case, the only game you can prove you're a witch is this game, 4th game. Since I have encountered you with the red, that is so. I shall have to prove witches using only this game. Very well. Oh wow. It's like after all that, he's managed to just completely destroy her. Give me everything you've got. There's nothing strange about the murders of the 6 people in the dining hall. The 18th person X went wild with a gun and killed everyone. As for the pitfalls, there's a chance the pitfalls truly were hidden there, and it's possible to explain it using Kyrie-san's theory, supposing that poison dart shooting device X, which can knock a person out instantly, exists. The murders of George Anarchy, Jessica, and those who escaped from the dungeon can also be explained with guns, just like the dining hall. There's nothing strange about it. But I'm sure you've got a counterattack, right? Bring it on. Your greatest sword, this 18th person X, is based on the theory that Kinzo was already dead. I knew you would make that claim. That's why I took Kinzo out of his study. All members of the family conference welcomed that Kinzo, right? All of those present at the family conference acknowledged the presence of Kinzo. That's right. Your grandfather was seriously ill. Yep. I'll counter with this. That grandfather was a different person, a body double. A different person with the relatives mistook for grandfather. And I'll counter with this. No person would mistake Ushimiya Kinzo by sight. No matter what disguise might be used, they would not mistake Ushimiya Kinzo by sight. And I'll use this. In the second game, when you announced with the red truth that there were 5 master keys, even though there could have been more than 5 in the first game, you changed the premises of the later games. So it's possible that Kinzo's life or death status was changed for the 4th game alone. Therefore, Kinzo's presence in the 4th game doesn't serve as proof he was present in the previous games. Therefore, even if we suppose that the 6 murders in the dining hall were carried out by grandfather, it contradicts nothing. Then let me counter this way. This is fun. Kinzo's life or death status is the same at the start of all 4 games. The setup was not different from the 4th game alone. Repeat it. Kinzo was alive at the start time of every game. I refuse to repeat it. I won't answer, Battler. I won't give you the red truth you so desire. Damn, you're standing in my way, geezer. Are you putting yourself on the line to protect Beatrice, this most beloved witch of yours? Yeah, big bombastic shonen battle with mysteries. It's great, because it's like, you know, we get bits and pieces between every murder, and now it's just they're all coming together at once. Fun climax to Umineko, Part 1. Battler, are you capable of surpassing me? I won't let you reach! I will not let you reach! Not to the golden witch's height, you see? Wahahaha! Your thoughtless reasoning cannot surpass even me alone. Die! I'll swallow you up in a single go. Disappear, you inexperienced fool! Quiet, you damn undying ghost. Oh, so you call me a ghost? So you intend to see it through to the end, this theory that I am already dead? That will prove fatal to you. Be swallowed up by the first twilight of the 4th game and disappear! Thanks, Beatrice. The 3rd game became a foothold for my counterattack. What? See you, damn geezer. This is goodbye. As a basis for claiming that Kinzo was dead, even in the 4th game, I propose the following theory. Very well, come in with all you have, my descendant. Here I go, you damn geezer. My theory is that the name of Kinzo gets passed on as the title of the Ushiromiya family head. Ushiromiya Kinzo was already dead, and he passed that name on to someone else. Everyone acknowledged that. Oh shit, that way all of those present at the family conference acknowledged the presence of Kinzo. There wasn't even any need for someone to disguise himself as grandfather, because everyone else acknowledged and knew Kinzo. So they didn't actually mistake Kinzo by sight. As long as this theory is not denied, nothing can change the fact that you're dead. This is the final blow. Damn, Geezer, I demand that you repeat it. Among all the people there, not one had multiple different names. I cannot. But it's true because you have also Goldsmith, right? So you can't deny that part. Rest in peace, damn geezer. Thank me. You're finally able to die. This is your requiem. Take it and drop dead. Ushiromiya Kinzo was already dead. That's right, you definitely deserve to be pitied, since whenever we find your corpse, it's always completely burnt. That was a device to hide the fact that the time had passed since your death. That is actually true. He has been burnt to death every single time. Then you pass that name on to someone else. With this theory, even though you were dead, Kinzo was able to appear at the family conference. How's that? This is checkmate. Pew, 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 pew. Truth bullets. Beatrice. Kinzo, thank you for everything. Rest in peace. I will not forget my time spent with you. Butler, don't hate me. Let the dead sleep. Don't wake them. You're up next. This is the end for you, too. I've gone along with you a whole bunch. I think I've more than fulfilled any responsibility I had to play with you. It's about time to finish things off. I've got a lonely little sister waiting at home. Let me take my leave with my whole family. And kill me. In that case, try and kill me. I won't run or hide, and by now I won't be able to avoid it. Come on, Ushiromiya Battler! Got it. The 18th person next from the Kinzo was dead theory, everything that remains has been pierced through. George, Anarchy, and Jessica's death in the 4th game could also be explained by culprit X. And the 5 who escaped from the dungeon and were killed, and the 2 in the gardening shed, and Maria in the end. All of them can explain with 18th person X. There's nothing strange there at all. With this, I fully explained the culprit using humans for all games. Beatrice, this is checkmate! Now, is it checkmate or has she got something else? What's gonna happen? That got me. It hurt. This'll kill me, won't it? If I don't pull this out, I'll die. I've had enough of the pain. I've had enough of anguish. Then, Battler, how do you explain my several acts of magic? The very first time those appeared were in the second game, where I fixed Maria's pumpkin marshmallow. That time, Rose has definitely witnessed that magic. Rose are alone witnessing it isn't very credible, right? That's why I increased the number of witnesses to the uttermost limit later on, which is what happened in this last game. The summoning of my minions and brutal murder due to magic, all of those were witnessed by a great many people, and they all told you about it. That is itself proof that my magic exists. How do you explain that, Ushiromiya Battler? Everybody has gone crazy. Stalemate. What? Magic exists because magic exists. Didn't the rules of our Brone Troops trial say you couldn't use that kind of argument? Yes, you're right. No matter who or how many people witness magic, that cannot become proof of magic's existence. Whether all the magic you've shown exists or not, I can ignore it and explain things with humans. We did explain this. Yeah, this was very early on. That's my undeniable right. Am I wrong? shame that I can't pull them out after all. Ugh. Battler is now, even if I pull up a witness for each individual magic and demand an explanation, I'll probably use some kind of move to deny all of them. Not just the magic of the marshmallow I told Rosa, but all the miracles of magic. So I can no longer even claim to be a witch without questioning him about something like how a marshmallow was fixed. I am in such an inferior position I must fight over such trivialities. It may be impossible for me. I know that. This was to be a game without victory from the very beginning. So it was only natural the day of my defeat would eventually come. Interesting. So you were expecting him to win. Have I fought up until today, just to lose to Battler? I began the game thinking I might be able to win. Even if I wouldn't be able to win easily, I believed in the game repeating endlessly, a miracle would eventually occur. After all, I had certain willpower on my side, an unwavering desire to win with certainty. However, I've now lost that miracle completely. And that certain willpower resides in Battler, leaving me certainly without even a 1 in a million chances of miracle. Because Lambda Delta has abandoned you, or because Battler has just gotten too powerful? Or perhaps I should say I've been left without a miracle or certainty. I will have no victory and no end through a tie. The only resolution allowed me is to continue on resisting until defeat is given to me in this game. That's right, I am fighting, only to be killed by Battler. I looked into Battler's eyes. That which was reflected inside them wasn't me. The figures of the little sister waiting for his return, and the family he had to bring back were reflected in those eyes. To him, my existence is already not even that of an individual. Obviously. From the very beginning, he has been trying to deny the individual that I am. Yes, that last game. Sure was fun. I was only tricking him a bit. But just a short period of time, it felt like we understood each other. And that was fun. That's right. I should have made my move then. I should have continued for eternity with Battler still totally fooled. But that's just no good, right? That just wouldn't be true victory. Is this checkmate, Beatrice? Yeah, I was gonna say, she thinks gone through the stakes and she can't even, like, fall over. It's like, yeah, crucified position. Is it over, Beto? Can't even let out a squeak. Not yet. You aren't a woman who'll let things end with just this. Don't be ridiculous. How can you look at this and think that this isn't over? Quickly, deliver the final blow. Just say it with your blue truth. According to this, witches do not exist. Say it. Just say it. With that single blow, just put a stop to my breathing. It's useless. Oh? So you would expose me to even further shame? Isn't it settled already? Stand up. Our brawl still isn't over. Not over, you say? That just now wasn't you losing. You just stopped and gave up. Isn't that enough? Would giving up mean your victory? You should return to your little sister right away. Like she's trying to lose because now she's feeling bad. Just throw me away right here. Didn't I tell you? I won't run away. And I won't let you run away. Just who are you? And what in the world is it that you want? If you want to know, why don't you just try your favorite move? Isn't it better this way? With me as a mere illusion? An illusion? Isn't that enough? It's all useless. I won't let you run away. I'll break through you. How could I let you run away like this? I won't let you run back to the darkness of illusions while you're still all hazy like this. I'll break through you. Completely. So stand up. Don't act all like frail like that. You're still hiding several moves. I can tell. Why won't you just let me escape? Dad, Mom, and Ange. All of the cousins and all the relatives, and all of the servants. You toyed with them so much and killed them. I definitely won't forget. Won't forgive that inhumanity. I can still feel Lange's arms on my shoulders. I won't forgive your inhumanity, so I won't let you get away like this. What am I supposed to do? What should I do? Is fighting endlessly only to avoid admitting defeat? A fitting endless torture for the endless witch. Is endlessly harassing battler to avoid giving him victory? Also part of being the endless witch? It's so sad. Is this what the endless magic is? I've had enough. I've had enough of endlessly being toyed with by witches. I will have no victory and no tie. In that case, there's only one result that can release me. Since the time I succumbed to the path of witches, since the day I made that contract with demons, it was promised that I would meet my end through tragedy, was it not? What's wrong? Golden Witch Beatrice, if you are the ruler of Rokkenjima, show me a majesty fitting for that, even at the very end! Fool. Just when I was about to praise your good fight and hand over victory. You shall regret that pride. This isn't something for you to hand over. I'm gonna take it from you. The same goes for you, right? You can never accept an easygoing victory where I just say, maybe witches existing isn't so bad. Isn't that the real reason you intentionally fell apart like that at the end last time? That's right. Last game you took pity on me just once, didn't you? So now I'll pay back that debt. Stand, my enemy, my golden witch Beatrice. Fool. You fool! You simpleton! You think you'll get another chance? Ah. You can't pull it out yet. You can't pull out the blue truths of the 18th person X. I will respond to the one thing you told me to repeat. As you mentioned, Kinzo was already dead at the starting time for all games. What? However, this means you can take one person out. Before now, I proclaimed that no more than 18 humans exist on this island. I will lower that by 1 for Kinzo. No more than 17 humans exist on this island. What the fuck? That excludes any 18th person. Ensure this 18th person X does not exist. This applies to all games. What do you know? Looks like you're still hiding some pretty crazy stuff up your sleeve after all. The island, which had no more than 17 humans on it, had been set up to appear as though there were 18. Taking one off makes it 17, so it finally reached the correct number. This way, the wedge I knocked into has been removed. We'll have to start the fight over, back from square one. Then come, battler. Once more from the beginning. Try and break through everything with the blue truth. I too will no longer play, run, or hide. If you're worthless, then I shall end this match right here, right now. With my grand victory, I'll make you regret your refusal to compromise for all eternity. Starting from the first game. Right. From the first twilight of the first game, there's nothing strange about the murder of the 6 relatives that was found in the gardening shed at the start. The crime is possible for any of those who didn't have an alibi. Because of the devil's proof, I refuse to explain what kind of blunder could have led to an accidental death where a stake was driven into his head. Wonderful! These reckless arguments of yours are even starting to feel pleasurable now. Out of respect, I shall hand the first game over to you. Well done! Ah, correct. Just by my being here and laughing, this eternal hell will continue. I won't let you give your little sister back. Let her cry over the family that shall not return for the next 1,000 years. Damn it! No compassion, no mercy. On to the second game. Not yet. Ah, it's useless. It's all useless. My twisted logic isn't finished yet. And what about this? Laugh as much as you want. Got a problem with that? None. What a pleasurable, reckless argument. Hey, as long as it works on JPEG, honestly, that is honestly how this is going now. Yes. Again, you've set up some human as the culprit as it was nothing. You truly are gabbing on about things you'd never be able to open your mouth and say on the game board. And yes, it's valid. That reckless argument is pleasurable. Cruelly pleasurable. This isn't pain, it's pleasure. You ready? I'll keep going. Like Blue Truth for the last murder in the second game. 3 died Nazis anyway. Yep. This isn't blood. It's victory wine. I mean, it does still seem like Beatrice just wants to die. and she's giving it her all, but she's still sort of giving it to him. Like, it does kind of feel like she's trying to fight properly, but she's still trying to lose. I don't know for sure, though. Does it hurt? Hurt? No, this just tickles. At least compared to having your entire body torn to bits and turned into a pile of scrap meat like your sister. I'll make you scrap meat too, and your siblings will be mixed together like ground beef and pork. It's like, are you talking about Anj? Are you talking about Anj? Goes fucking Super Saiyan. The third game. Plenty of people besides Gramps could have committed the crime. You could even claim that all the adults holding the family conference were in on it. And they were killed with poison gas, of course. The man who promised to bring Anja's parents home voiced a theory where those parents are the culprit. Splendid, even that's fine, right? You'll be a big happy family getting their hands dirty with mass murder, then return to Ange stained with blood that will never come off. I mean, hey, Ange's already killed people. How can we expect anything less from people who returned alive from the Witch's Island? Just what that mincemeat Ange needs. Shut up! I'll kill you! I'll tear you apart! Yes, you probably could do it. I've explored the depth of cruelty for over 1,000 years, and you will probably get me with a fitting end for all that. Oh, does that hurt? Is it harsh? Or does it tickle? You're all worn out. Standing at death's door, are you? It still doesn't burden me. Something like this. It tickles. Looks like you don't need any mercy. I'm going all out. The only one left is the very last one from the third game. Only the murder of Dr. Nanjo. I've already been cornered so far. What a precarious state I'm in. In other words, the mystery of Dr. Nanjo's murder is the last line of defense for you being a witch, right? As you say, if you defeat it, means that all of my mysteries have been defeated. Unless I counter one of your truths with some new red truth, or present a new mystery. I will die. You don't look like someone who's been pushed into the corner, standing on the brink. You still have some kind of hidden pitch up your sleeve, right? Well, who knows? I'm already tired of a too long life after 1,000 years. I start to think that having this life ended by a rival like you, whom I stumbled upon at the very end, might not be so bad. Do it. I beg you. Kill me. I'm always the one killing, and I've never had the experience of being killed. I've killed the 18 of you hundreds of times, but I haven't been killed by myself even once. So I wanted to experience just once myself. I don't pity you, just like how you didn't show pity for any of us. Well, of course, all of you are just pieces in the game. It's just unbelievably fun to think about which six to kill in the beginning, how to kill the next two, and whether I can find a much more grotesque method of murder, you see? Nick, don't stop thinking. True, the others probably were dead. However, their deaths were not proclaimed in red at the instant Dr. Nanjo died. Strictly speaking, it was in the fight between me and Ava, after Dr. Nanjo's corpse was found. In other words, if someone was alive at the time Dr. Nanjo was killed, and then died before Ava made that proclamation, you can sew right through that crack. In other words, it's like this. Someone who was first confirmed dead by Ava's proclamation was a culprit. They cleverly played dead earlier and waited for us to come and go. Before their death was announced in red, we were made to think that they died. Then they killed Dr. Nanjo and later died for some reason. After that, Ava proclaimed their dead in red. Anyway, yeah, there we go. How's that, Beatrice? This camera angle is so based. What episode is this? This doesn't even technically this is episode 4 Tea Party. So it's yeah. So it's the post epilogue of episode 4, I guess. The epilogue 1 and then there's epilogue 2. We won. Yay. It hurts. It hurts. You've got what you deserved. Now you can experience a portion of the pain felt by all those you've killed. Battler, I beg you. Huh? Hurts. Really hurts. End it. End it. Even with this, I still can't die. Even though it hurts so much, I still can't die. What are you asking of me? End it. Release me from this pain. That's some fun line. He was able to believe those tears. After all, those tears had the red of truth mixed in with them, as in blood, because she's fucking bleeding out. What should I do? What can I do to end your pain? I will now expose everything. This is my heart. Your heart. Kill me, Beto. Kill me. Just let me die. Quickly go back to Anj. I'll listen to your request. Not so I can go back, but to end your pain. Thank you. You'll be able to kill me. All of me. My heart. Crush it. Pierce it. Okay? Ushiromiya Battler, I will now kill you. And right now, there is no one other than you on this island. The only one alive on this island is you. Nothing outside the island can interfere. I understand. This is the last mystery Beatrice will be able to make as a witch. She's trying to offer it to me, entreating me to solve this final mystery and kill her. Do it. I'll accept your final mystery. You are all alone on this island, and of course I am not you. Yet I am here now and about to kill you, like a souped-up version of Dr. Nanjo's murder. So, who am I? Is that your final question? Who am I? Yeah, I get it, Beto. I'll kill you, don't worry. Here we go. Died on the 10th Twilight, yep. Died in 1998, okay. Died in 10th Twilight, yep. Sakataro, okay, yeah. Oh no, if it's gonna go through the stakes and stuff again as well, this is gonna take a very long time. Hell yeah, vocal song. So I guess this is the end, right? This makes sense. This is a very appropriate way to kind of end based on that previous thing. This is kind of just like it's not really the epilogue. This is more just like, yeah, this is still sort of episode 4, right? This doesn't really feel like it's the epilogue, you know? Ava Beatrice. Oh yeah, she was technically there for a bit. Virgilia, Renaud, Garp. Now we've gone through all the 7 sisters, all of the bunny girls. What else do we have? Have we missed anyone? The goats, maybe? Music's going in hard. Yeah, it's basically the actual climax, yeah. Oh right, oh yeah, of course. Now we've got to do all the guys from the future. Of course, of course. Captain Tawabata doesn't have the first name though. Oh, even Lambda Delta and Berncastel are here. 4th game, Alliance of the Golden Witch. Right, because it was all about like Maria and stuff. The Alliance of the Magiere Sorciere or whatever it was. Umineko, when they cry. We're getting the Steam achievement. Do I need to click again? There we go. The end. Complete the 4th tea party. Okay. Alright. How long is the question mark, question mark, question mark is the question. I guess I can try. I can get started on it. How long has it been? Yeah, about an hour, right? Yeah, it takes about an hour. Makes sense. Let's go. Let's see what the fuck happens next. Does Beatrice actually die? Is the game over? What explains the answer arcs? It's a fitting end for the question arcs because they've solved all the questions, kind of, even if it's in stupid ways. Hey, if it works, it works. .jpg, right? Oh god damn it! It looks like it's like a Discord tag, but no, it feels like okay. Let's see. Is this going to be a gag thing or a serious thing? We'll see. Where are we? Oh, it's Bernie. Hi, Bernie. It was pretty thrilling this time, wasn't it? I got really panicky when Beto said she'd stop the game. What a rude witch to start a game like this and try to end it by throwing it away. Wasn't Ange a good piece? After Beto ran for it, Ange dragged her back and made her resume the game. Although it's a shame that she gave Battler a little too much enthusiasm. After all, I knew Battler was a softie. No kidding. Oh, he looked like he might even go easy on Beto, his enemy. I was uneasy that, like the last game, he might actually feel compassion for Beto and take the game in a weird direction. And it was a trump card to get Battler back on track when he mistook his goal. Although I wanted to support him a bit more before using her up. She really did get used off right the bat. Reused right off the bat. She's like, I wanted her to be a main character, but then she had to die after the one episode you got introduced. A bit of a waste of a character. What a waste, really? Yeah, exactly. Good thing I shackled her with that rule about not giving her name. If that hadn't been set up, the brother-sister tag team would have swallowed Beetle up and won in a blink of an eye. I thought it'd be a chance for them to press her all at once. But your mark was so restrictive that I couldn't make the best use of her. Ah, what a waste that piece was. Isn't it obvious such an unfair piece would have to be retired right away? She's too powerful. Only Ange did a good job of preventing the suspension of the game, and that helped me out too. That way she made both our interests match, and that's what made her a truly wonderful piece. She was an innocent kid like Battler, so it was easy to get her to do as I said. Morons and impulsive types make the best pieces. Wow, you're a dick. I really can't stand losing that piece. Right now that kid's mincemeat. Hey, let's make hamburgers out of her later on. Oh wait, didn't you like gyoza more? I wonder what little sister takes like. Hilarious. Is it really okay for you to be so relaxed? Thanks to Ange, Battler has gotten all fired up. I'm pretty sure he started a hot pursuit of Beto, making this game take a big turn in my favor, right? I mean, didn't Battler just solve almost all the mysteries up until now? Huh? Not even close! Almost all of Battler's blue truth was wrong. Beto's lukewarm red is full of holes. If she had any brains in her, she'd slip through it easily by setting up a suitable web of twisted logic. Yeah, it really ticks me off. If it were me, I'd thoroughly cut down all of it with the red. Oh, really? And I was sure that those were all correct. Well, I don't know about that small bomb part, though. Not all about this blue truths were valid. When talking about the first game, Beto clearly declared she guaranteed the identities of all unidentified corpses. This defeats Battler's theory about the culprit of the Eva clothes room murder being someone who faked up a corpse. Helen did not die in an accident. You shouldn't do that. Saying something like that in red. That kid's trying to say that she bounced Nazi's bullet back with magic and killed her. Oh my, how terrible of me. You're right. Even the blue truth of the second game is way too naive. Now I know that this has lyrics. It's very funny. Taking a quick look, you've just denied about this blue truth for the first and second games across the board. Oh my, what a shame. Rather hurt, he'd faint. Right? But it wasn't cornered at all. It's like that kid's a pretty good actress after all. I'm sure she planned to make it look like she was getting cornered this game. And then sometime next game, bang, she'll slice it up with a single red stroke to make Battler freak. And then I'm sure she'll say it again with a huge smile. Oh god, but she doesn't want it like... It's like, she was saying that she wasn't going to trick him again, but was that also a trick? Who knows? And that whole tragic atmosphere as though Peter was getting cornered was all just an act. Isn't it obvious? She really is a great actress. Even if she wasn't cornered at all, it felt like an astonishing last episode climax. She's totally the winner for Best Supporting Actress this year. Oh, but of course I'm the star. You do fine too, Bern. At the end, she said something like, "Kill me," and laid out a big riddle. Wasn't that her last stand with Beto to be finished for good if that riddle was solved? Come on, were you seriously tricked too, Ban? She wasn't even close to a last stand. Vito was still holding back a killer hidden move. When she struck out both hands to give the final riddle, did you know how she lowered her right hand? I wonder if Father we got caught by the same move again. Got a spur him on so he never feels sympathy again. Although Angie's mincemeat seems to have done that pretty well. A power up for an Ange-flavored hamburger? Oh, of course I won't lose either. Starting here, I'll thoroughly support Ito to rally her up enough to compete with Battler. Ito won't lose. I mean, I'm threatening her with a wonderful punishment game if she loses. Her punishment game is seriously not cool, so you should go a little easy on her. I've decided what to do for your next punishment game, Burn. Wanna hear? Wanna hear? No. Come on, up me. Truly pitiful being told by a witch of a miracle that there's no chance of a miracle. Although I wouldn't bet on hers either. I can say that with certainty. At the very least, it won't end with Beto's victory. I mean, think about it. Neither of us is betting on Beto's victory. In other words, it looks like Beto's gonna win. She'll have us two great witches as enemies. Exactly. Our powers are most in equilibrium when balancing between a tie and Battler's advantage. If it tips too much in Beto's favor, both of us will line up along the same vector and drag Beto back. In other words, the instant Beto's in a superior position, she'll have to deal with both of us as enemies. A common front with Burn sounds fun. Thanks. But I'm not going into a Conpecto candy bath with you. How pitiful. That child's a living doll. A doll you caught so you could play with me, Lambda. I'm good at playing with dolls. Beto certainly cannot win, and a miracle certainly will not occur. Okay. That actually didn't explain anything. And, like, of course Beto isn't going to win. The story has to end eventually. Because, you know, it's gotta... That's... Okay. Honestly, I thought I would get a bit more information from that, but it's... Okay. It's fair enough. Still feel like I haven't learned anything from episode 4. Well, whatever. I guess, yeah. Is that the end of Umineko? The question arcs, really? I guess we'll have to see. Maybe there might be something interesting in the tip section as well. Yeah, there's a lot of credits for this game. Zero 7th expansion presents Welcome to Rogunjima. when they cry. 3. Is that the actual end? The witch hunt. Okay. Whatever that was. Wait, yeah, there we go. The beginning? What does that mean? Oh, music box. That's cool. Is it a music player? Yeah, it's a music player. Cool. Yeah. Oh yeah, right, these things. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's cool. So Umineko is done? No, it's not. There is a second half of it called yeah. Here we go. Um yeah, there's another 4 episodes. I mean, you know it's definitely not done because that wasn't really a conclusive ending, was it? Okay, so we get music. What's on the tips menu? Episode 4 tips. Let's see if there's anything interesting here. All right. Okay. Yep. The merit. Yeah. This thing. Yep. The alliance of witches. Formation of this alliance allowed Beatrice to gain the endless magic, endless power in its truest sense. Blah de blah de blah. Magic compendium. Blah de blah de blah. Definition is a witch is vague. According to the generally accepted theory, one becomes a witch at the moment they gain possession of a power surpassing the boundaries of humans so they can use at will. Okay. The world or fragment in which they can use their power freely is known as their territory. Most witches cannot leave their territory at will. Those who can travel freely are called voyagers. In this story, Berncastel and Lambda Delta belong to this special territory. Worlds of different fates and circumstances are called fragments, and witches capable of crossing the ocean of endless fragments called voyagers. It's also a title used to indicate a high order witch, blah 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 blah. Perhaps because they don't have well defined territories of their own, their values are ever changing, and it's easy for their souls to become vague and insubstantial. It isn't common for this to result in them turning into scraps of seaweed in the fragment ocean fading away. Their voyage has no destination. You might even say they're a journey to escape, blah blah blah. Creators are sacred beings that can give birth, blah blah. Witch of Origins. Yep. Okay. And I think people are back, so yeah. I guess that's the end of Umineko. I'll talk about some more stuff left next time, but people are here. It's time for lunch.